All right, good evening. Welcome to the Falls Township Board of Supervisors meeting for December 16th, Tuesday night. We'll begin with a salute to the flag, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Shepherd, you can take the roll, please.
Here.
Hey,
Hold
go
on.
ahead,
You have to
John.
hit the on button. Thank you.
Let me start over. Supervisor Boraski, Supervisor Palmer. Here. Supervisor Galloway,
Here.
Supervisor Mullen,
Here.
and Supervisor Dents.
Here. Thank you. Mr. Clark, do you want to comment on our executive session?
Yes, prior to the meeting, the board held an executive session to discuss several personnel matters and one matter involving potential litigation.
Thank you. That takes us to public comment. Mr. DiPolito, can you grab the list, please? Sorry. I don't believe this is the right list. I think this is Middletown's list.
That'll make for a short meeting.
All right, and we're taking comment, and this is public comment. We'll take public comment for each agenda item as they arise, but we'll start with Jen Metzger.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Jen Metzger, Falls Township. Happy holidays to everybody before I forget. Okay, so couple of basic questions. Curious about the vandalism that's happening down at Quaker Penn Park. I know
Yeah.
you guys already addressed it, I think, outside of the meeting. Concerned about the budget. Obviously, that's going to be a big conversation. I'm curious if it's going to be covered tonight or if it's just Monday's mini meeting on the 22nd?
Yes.
Monday.
22nd.
Okay. And then, so we'll deal with that later. And then Keystone Trade Center for the data centers. US Steel site is being referred to really as a digital infrastructure campus at this point because of the Amazon data center and everything that's going on down there. So I don't know if everyone's aware, but Constellation Energy, who has an oil field down in that area, it's a peaking generation plant. So when we black out or brown out, it, I guess, would peak to cover the Amazon data center and everything happening down in that area. They actually have an air quality permit that they've put out as of December 5th or 6th, and we have less than a month to respond for public comment. It's written public comment, needs to be sent in. We're allowed to request a public hearing, but I'm not sure if maybe the township or anybody's done that yet.
No.
No, okay. And so that actually, it's an oil-fired peaking station. So it says that it's just a renewal permit, but the concern there is usually when they do that, there's a lot of things that actually get changed or added for that. So I'm hoping that people in the community actually look at it. There's not a whole lot of data that's listed when you actually look everything up. So the concern would be at least writing in and asking for the tech memo so that you can get more information on that.
Okay.
It's due by January 5th. The other concerns are drainage and water issues. So I was wondering if there's been any updates for the water and stagnant water, really, and drainage problems for Penn Valley Road, Birch Valley, Chatham, because I know you guys are doing the restoration for Martins Creek. but do you know if there are any updates for any of the local roads?
No, they're not, that I'm aware of.
Okay. And then curious as to whether or not we got an answer on the online auction for electricity. So the board was mentioning that you guys were going to try to get like an 18 to 20% reduction. We were wondering if you guys got any traction with that?
We did.
Okay.
We got a significant reduction. We did better than we thought. Mr. Shepherd can address that. You want us to do that now or when you're done?
Totally up to you.
Go ahead.
No, we did. We actually beat our estimate, our target goal, which was 20%. I think we ended up at like 22%. And we locked in for a longer period only because of the volatility in the market. So I think we did good for all the electric accounts.
Okay. So that turned out really good. So is that going to help any of the residents, or is it really
No.
just from a Falls
That's
Township
just our,
perspective?
the Falls Township.
Okay. And then for overall general concerns for the holidays, obviously, I've been mentioning concerns with homeless children and different things lately that have been more in the news, more prevalent, hopefully getting the word out. They're going to redo, obviously, our calculations in January. Unfortunately, anybody who is like couch surfing or people that are staying with friends are not in the count.
Right.
So just kind of reminding everybody right now, when you're in the mood for giving and being kind, try to remember that we have a lot of little kids that actually are in the school system but are not getting the help that they need. So reaching out to
Right.
BCIU and different things like that.
We actually had an organization contact us just yesterday that had about 4 or 5 meals to provide for families, and we went through the high school. So they are in tune with a lot of that. So they took care of that and
Awesome.
put them in touch. Now, one of the big ones, are you done?
Yeah.
The big one you talked about is this nonsense going on at the Penn Valley, at the Quaker Penn Park,
Okay.
and the vandalism. The park is closed from dusk till dawn.
Right.
Always, and we never locked it. And people were going down there and vandalizing it. So now we started locking it, and people have a major problem with it. I think a lot of the people are hunters that are duck hunting in the river, which is fine. Someone actually went down there last night, and our park security went down there and locked the gate. They went down there with masks on, I believe, and dressed in black with no headlights on, and burned the lock off and left again.
Do we have cameras for that?
Yeah, but you couldn't see anything, I don't believe, because they were all in black and they didn't have lights on, and it's in the middle of nowhere. But they went in, but this has been going on for a little while now, and people seem to think that they're entitled to be able to go down there and do whatever they want, which is not the case.
So
It's not,
I
it
don't know
might be a
that
public park, but it's not public property.
I don't know that it counts for anything, but I
Yeah.
completely support it being locked from
Right.
dusk till dawn. If it's closed, it's closed.
Yeah,
It's more for everyone's safety.
right.
Not trying to
No,
be
yeah,
obnoxious, it's for safety.
yeah. There's people that think otherwise, but yeah, that's going to be locked. It's going to be locked in the foreseeable future until, I guess, in the spring, maybe we'll revisit it when fishing season starts.
Well, and we have more daylight hours, sure.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's an ongoing problem for us.
Yeah, I just was surprised because it just came up like as if it was new, but I thought we discussed it 4 months ago.
It happens intermittently in the past, and we have caught people, because of the cameras, and social media is great for that. But lately, I think we've had trouble catching the people. Is that correct, Mr. Shepherd?
That's correct. There's times we're successful, times we
Yeah.
aren't. And we kind of thought this was maybe done for a little bit, but I thought the ground was frozen, but not frozen enough.
Yeah, like I don't know what motivates people to just go down there and vandalize the soccer field and just drive around on it and tear it up. Because there's 2 different flag football groups that use it every weekend.
Oh, so
It's
that's a shame.
full. Yeah, it is a shame.
So they were messing it up with the quads originally, and now you just have,
I think it was just motor vehicles. I think it was cars and pickup trucks and stuff. Yeah, so,
sorry to hear it.
yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bell?
Thank you. On this 3rd day of Hanukkah, I'm reminded of Rob Reiner, his death, and by his son. It's really a shame. I really enjoyed Meatball on All in the Family. What I've noticed is that there's some factors of disease that make us sick and develop diseases, malnutrition, infection, stress, toxins, electromagnetic pollution. It's actually a pentagon combined with the metabolic pathways we can understand cell necrosis. I just wanted to add that, but also you mentioned about crime and all.
About what?
Crime.
Crime.
I know I have a little accent. I don't want to talk too loud.
No, it's not. It's this new speaker they have here. You're right.
You sure?
Yeah.
No, but Mimi, you need a sound check?
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
I can hear you up here.
Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I did that already.
No, you didn't.
Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. God bless you too. AI firms ask public officials to sign non-disclosure agreements, preventing them from sharing information with their constituents. Operate through what appear to be shell companies to mask the real owners of the data centers. Have any of you signed an NDA
No.
agreement?
Not like that. I don't know what you're talking about. I understand what you're saying, and I know where this is coming from. When Amazon initially came to Falls Township, we weren't allowed to discuss who was building it. We were clear that a data center was being built. We just weren't supposed to say it, even though when they went to the zoning hearing board 6 times or however many, all their documents had the name on it. So it wasn't a secret.
And Mr. Dent, there's certain proprietary information from Amazon about the way
Yeah.
they build these data centers and the things that they do, that we have signed a non-disclosure agreement with them. If anyone files a right-to-know request for any of this information, we're required to notify Amazon. If Amazon wants to fight to not have to release that information, they can. But it has nothing to do with the corporate ownership.
Yeah,
It has to do
right.
with the proprietary information related to their business, the technology.
Thank you. I appreciate that honesty.
I don't even know what we could possibly know that's so proprietary, but
I can tell you,
go ahead.
they want to hide everything because of the resources that they're using.
With it. It has to do with the technology that they are using, and it's proprietary, and they don't want it released to all of their potential competitors. It has nothing about hiding things from the public.
Well, according to what I have from the senators here, and I can send it to you so we could be on the same page at least, and then you can. It's fine. I understand what you're saying, but it's a promise that they made to the townships, as to what you were stating. But there is some discrepancy in that. That's all I'm saying. And that's,
I don't know what senators.
I know. I'll hand it. It says Warren and some other Democrats and all. That's all. I'll send it to you. It's fine. It's no problem. Also, with your crime.
My what?
Crime.
Crime.
Homicide, murder,
Yeah.
gangs, drone technology. You should try to look into drone technology in the township. I think that would help a great deal.
That was actually discussed.
It's very, very important going forward. Other than barbed wire and, some other shocking treatments.
It's discussed. They were talking about using it for investigative purposes and stuff like that. I know on certain circumstances, we get a drone from the county, comes down to help, but we don't have our own drone that we use. Some of the fire departments have one.
You have a township building.
Right.
So you can have a little helipad right there on the top there, and they can.
I don't think we're going to get that big of a drone.
Yeah, you can.
I'm sure we could, but
It's a huge investment. You could get rid of a couple of cops. Put robots out there.
robots. Okay.
That's what's going. That's what the AI, technology.
I understand what you're saying.
The sensors and everything. That's where we're going. The sensors and everything. There'll be sensors in the fake grass, so the kids won't, get poisoned as much.
Turf fields.
Yeah, the turf fields. Yeah, and that's a big deal because Waste Management has invested in Mr. Lotecki being on the board.
No, they have not.
Yes, they have. Just like IBEW invested in you being on the board.
Okay.
No?
Okay. If you want to use the word invested, I guess that's one way of putting it.
I'll send you what I have,
Sure.
because I'm trying to learn everything I possibly can.
Okay.
Just like the solicitor here just informed me. I really love the information because I have to get smarter.
Okay.
And before I grow,
Before it's too late.
yes, you understand. I knew it. God bless everybody on this fine holiday.
All right.
Bye
You
now.
as well. Take care. Tony Batiste.
Good evening. I did send a list of 6 questions to our new manager, Mr. Shepherd, and he was kind enough to reply to them. The first 3 had to do with issues that we're going over tonight. The second of those 3 I'll address when we get to that issue. The 4th one and the 6th one, he referred to the police chief, and he's not here, so I will review them. I understand that the unions have the right to protest, but I'm concerned about the safety of the drivers when they pass picketers on the roadway. Recently, they were out in front of the place that is going to have tour buses on business that you all okayed at Route 1 near the intersection of Route 1 and North Olds. The protesters were right on or over the white line that leads into the roadway. And I'm driving past that way to go home, and it's like these guys are like right there at the edge of the road, stepping into the roadway. And that's like sort of coming around that curve past the apartments. So it's not a good thing. And it is very distracting to drivers, and keeping a distance from them could endanger the drivers that are in the next lane. So I asked if there were any rules or regulations regarding keeping a certain distance from the roadway. And he says they are not allowed to interfere with traffic. And basically, they do have the right to protest. So that was kind of it. But I guess if they are in the roadway, we can report them. There's no sense in endangering the public just because you have a beef with the owner. Number 5 was the warranty on the new, let me go over the other one for the police chief. What, if anything, is being done about the youngsters in the township who are riding their bikes at night in the dark without any lights both on the front and the rear? Most of the kids are also dressed in black or dark colors, which makes it difficult to see them at night. A significant portion of our population is over 50, and their eyesight's beginning to go a little bit, especially for night driving. And riding without lights and in dark clothing does not help this situation. And Falls Township needs to be proactive with this before someone is unintentionally hit. And the police chief was kind enough to send me a list of the rules that do apply to kids on bikes, and they are required to have a light on the front and in the back. Well, the other night I was at my grandson's basketball practice in Penn Valley, and as his practice was going on, some older kids were coming in for their practice, which was right after. And here comes a kid with a bike, brings the bike in, parks it next to the stage, and is starting to leave. And I'm looking at it. I said, "Where's your lights?" "Oh, I don't need them. I can see in the dark." And the next question is going to be, where are your parents? But I was nice enough not to say that. It's Christmas. Anyhow, I am wondering where their parents are. Because, drivers at night have hard enough driving at night and seeing unexpected, like deer or anything else come in the path. You don't want to see a kid on a bike at the last minute. Or if you happen to be looking in your back, your rear view mirror at the time, and you glance forward and all of a sudden the kid's there in front of you. I hope you have really good brakes and good insurance, but that's beside the point. We need to do something about them. And most of the kids do not have lights on their bike. It's not cool, so they don't. And it's not that they're that expensive, but they just don't want to look like they're not cool. So I'm thinking, the schools usually send something to the parents about different things going on at the school and everything. Maybe the township could request to add a little blurb in there. hey, if your kid's riding a bike, especially at night, can you make sure they have lights on the front and the back? It is the law. And you don't want to have to come get your kid out of jail, assuming that the police could even catch them. And not anything against the police, but the kids are on bikes. They're going to be riding in places where the police cars might not be able to go. And we don't have a dog to send after them right now. So anyhow, the other one was on the warranty of the new roof, and I don't think you got anything on that yet. Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, that was one of your questions concerning the new roof. Jim, is there, I hate to put you on a spot, but can you give us a overview of the warranty on the, with the new building?
The roof warranty?
Batiste, you need to speak into the microphone.
Sorry. The roof in the front is high, and then it tilts backwards to the middle of the building, and then I think it goes up from there.
I'm
And
sure
the
there's
last-
a roof drain on the roof. Like, that's by design. Like,
And
it's
the
a
last
commercial
time-
roof. It's not like a house where it has to pitch and run off. The drain is on the roof. You understand how that works?
I understand that, and the last time you told me there was a drainage system. But what I wanted to know is if that drainage system fails, if it becomes blocked, if the snow has ice there and the water isn't getting through, what happens? Do we have a warranty?
Yes,
How
I'm
long
sure
is the
there's a
warranty good for? And does it cover water damage? And
No, that would
does
be
it
an
cover the
insurance claim,
repairs?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Do you have any idea?
I believe the roof warranty is 30 years.
30 years.
The water will not, the water comes off the roof into a collector through a downspout on the lower roof.
Right.
Into the roof drains internally and underground. It doesn't spill outside, go into the storm system outside. It's all internal.
Into the ground.
Correct.
So we have a pretty good warranty on that, plus a system, plus one of your questions was insurance. If we do have a leak for any reason or anything does get damaged in the building, we certainly have insurance to cover that, like most people would have at their home.
All right.
Thank you, Jim. I hate to put you on the spot, but you know more than anybody about that.
That's it for the resident list. Are there any other residents? We have on the non-resident list, Noah Miller.
Before I have I want to address Tony. Tony, we have a traffic advisory committee that meets. You should take a lot of your concerns to them, and they will address it, and they have the police department as part of that committee. So, and is
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Noah Miller. I'm a Life Scout with Boy Scout Troop 102 out of Fairless Hills. A little over a year ago, one of our leaders passed away after a 2-year battle with breast cancer. Now, in Falls Township, we see that you guys have a bench with a bronze plaque option, and you guys also offer trees. Now, our leader, Miss Gina, she was involved with the organization called The Giving Tree. The Giving Tree helped a lot of families who couldn't afford Christmas. She helped around 440 families her last year before she passed away. And we wanted to do a bench near the boat ramp in Falls Township Park in honor of her with a bronze plaque. And we saw in the park that you guys had two or three benches that were pink, and we wanted to be able to follow suit with that and provide a pink bench. And
Okay.
yeah.
I think we can do that, right? In fact, we'll even pay for it.
Huh?
Yeah, right? Sure. We'd be happy to.
Okay.
And where do you want to put it at? Down at the boat ramp?
Yeah.
In the Quaker Penn Park, you mean? Or in the Township Park?
Township.
Sure.
So off the boat ramp, and then next to it, we want to do a pine tree, or I believe it was called Norway spruce. We wanted to do that because that was the tree that represented the Giving Tree. So
Okay.
we were going to do that.
And we have a tree fund, so we can even supply you with the tree.
Okay.
Maybe you can send somebody, email Mr. Shepherd, if you go on the Falls Township website, or maybe he has a business, do you have a business card?
I don't have one with me. I'd give it to you. But if you look on the town's website, my name's John Shepherd. Just send me a quick email, and we'll coordinate, we'll correspond. And
We'd be happy to do it.
Yeah, we'll get that squared away for you. Or you could call me too, the phone number's on there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sorry for your loss.
Yes. All right. Anyone else for public comment? That's it? That takes us to item number 3. MYNB LLC conditional use application, West Trenton Avenue. This is a conditional use hearing, so we have to make a motion to open the hearing. Is that correct, Mr. Clerk? Motion made. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Dents. This is a conditional use hearing. As you've indicated, the applicant is MYNB LLC. This is for a Dunkin' Donuts. The property is located at 301 West Trenton Avenue in Fairless Hills. The tax map parcel is 13-035-074-001. The property is zoned neighborhood commercial, and it is obviously located in Falls Township. The applicant is represented this evening by attorney Chelsea Jackman, and before I turn this over to Ms. Jackman to make her presentation, I will ask that if there is anyone present this evening who wishes to have party status in this matter after Ms. Jackman's presentation, you should come forward and state the reasons why you believe you should be granted party status. Party status is different from making public comment. Public comment is open to all members of the public. Party status is only open to those who are uniquely impacted by the proposed project or the proposed conditional use application. If you are given party status, you will be allowed to question Ms. Jackman's witnesses, and you will be allowed to present testimony and evidence of your own. Otherwise, you will just be able to make public comment at the end of this hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Clark.
I think your microphone's off.
Now it's on.
Sorry. It's off. You're talking and it's off.
I know.
I'm not talking. Now I'm talking.
Yeah, I can hear her.
You can hear me okay?
Yes. Yeah, we're good.
Proceed. Thank you very much. Thank you. Chelsea Jackman from Begley, Carlin, and Mandio. As stated, I'm here tonight on behalf of the applicant, MYNB LLC. To my left is the professional engineer on the project, Brian Gazda from Lehigh Engineering Associates. And to my right is Vijay Patadora, who is partners along with his brother seated behind me, Nilesh Patadora, who are the applicants this evening. I'll turn to the stenographer at this point to have them sworn if that's necessary.
Yes, it is.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Can you spell your name, State and spell?
Vijay, V-I-J-A-Y, last name Padodara, P-A-D-O-D-A-R-A.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yes, so we're here tonight seeking approval to what is most recently a PNC drive-through bank to have it re-outfitted to a Dunkin' Donuts drive-through. This is, again, 301 West Trenton Avenue. And again, as Mr. Clark stated, the conditional use approval is necessary this evening with regards to the proposed change being consistent with the spirit, purpose, and intent of the district, which is the neighborhood commercial district, that the proposed use will not injure or detract from the neighboring property, and that parking and lighting are appropriate and will not interfere with the neighboring property. We're in receipt of Mr. Jones's letter, review letter dated October 21st of this year. And most recently, in November, the applicant was before the Planning Commission, received unanimous approval. In terms of the project itself, there's really no other change other than re-outfitting the building as is to comport with a drive-through Dunkin' Donuts. And a revised plan will be submitted that comports and complies with all 12 of the subsections of the ordinance stated or delineated in Mr. Jones's letter. So with that, if it's okay with the board, I'm just going to ask Mr. Patadora if he affirms the statements I've made this evening and adopts them as his own. Is that okay?
Yes.
Mr. Patadora, come on over here. You heard everything that I stated to the board this evening?
Yes, I do.
And do you agree with everything that I stated thus far?
Yes, I do.
Is there anything that you want to add or you think that the supervisor should know as it relates to this project?
I think so, the previous meeting, we just spoke about it, that we are going to keep the building as is. We are not doing any structural outside. We're just doing inside, Dunkin' format to fit in the site. That's all we are going to do, and the drive-through will be running as a drive-through site.
And obviously, you'll be changing some of the signs to,
Dunkin' sign, yeah, a couple of signs, we got to use that, outside signs.
and Leslie, are you willing to adopt my statements this evening to the board as if they were your own testimony?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that's all we have, and unless the board has any questions for the
No.
engineer at this time?
I see your drawing does show tree plantings and stuff like that on it, which is a good thing. I'm glad you did that. For those watching at home, this is on West Trenton Avenue. It was previously a PNC bank, had a drive-through. Now it's going to be, instead of taking and selling money, it's going to be selling donuts and coffee. So it's pretty much the same, I guess not the same use, but is there anything on there that's questionable, Mr. Jones?
No, Mr. Chairman, nothing questionable. And just to reaffirm that once, if this were to be approved tonight, the applicant would submit a plan that shows compliance with our comments, which may trigger one or two constructible items, at which point we would decide either to send it to building permits or ask for an earth disturbance, but it's likely it would just go to earth disturbance, or to building permits.
Thank you.
And that's agreed upon.
That's what?
And that's agreed upon, to
Okay.
be sure we resubmit.
Mr. Clark, you have anything?
No.
Your mic's off.
No, I do not.
Thank you. Ms. Mullen?
I don't have anything, thank you.
Mr. Palmer?
No, I have nothing.
Mr. Galloway?
No questions.
Any public comment needed?
Well, first of all, is there anyone here this evening who is seeking party status in this matter?
I'm going to hit the gong in a minute.
Okay, seeing no hands, then you can ask for public comment, Mr. Dents.
There was no hands for public comment.
There is no hands for, well, I didn't see anyone.
Is there any
for
hands for
public
public comment? Anyone here for public comment? No. His mic's off now. All right, is there a motion? Are we going to close the hearing now?
Yes.
Is there a motion to close the hearing?
So moved.
Is there a motion made and seconded? All in favor? Aye. Is there a motion to approve this application?
So moved. Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Happy holidays.
You as well. America runs on Duncan.
I know.
It's so great. I love this. That takes us to item number 4, approval of a certificate of appropriateness, 55 Lower Morrisville Road, tax parcel 13020300. They're going to install a laid bluestone patio and walkway, fieldstone wall, and bluestone countertop outside. This was approved by the hard board. Any questions or comments from board members? Ms. Mullen?
No, except, are there usually more than 2 signatures?
No.
On the hardboard?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Palmer?
No comment.
Mr. Galloway?
I have nothing on this, thank you.
Any public comment needed? See no hands. Is there a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right. Item number 5. Consideration of approval of professional services agreement between Morrisville Realty LLC and Falls Township. This is something new to us in Falls Township, but it's not new to Mr. Shepherd. This isn't something that we've usually done in the past. This is a potential land development project. This isn't something that's happening now or anytime soon that we're aware of. This is just to get it out there that this has been brought to our attention, and this may be happening, and this is an agreement to take an escrow account. Am I correct so far?
That's correct.
For a potential car wash, just an idea, a concept at this time, at West Trenton Avenue and Pine Grove Road, where the drugstore was that just closed, next to the Wawa. That's all this is. And like I said, this is new to us, but this is something that I think is a good idea for us because it gets it out there very early that this has been brought to our attention, rather than wait till it's a land development project and so the public can know that it's been discussed. Any questions or comments from board members? Ms. Mullen?
None.
Mr. Galloway?
No.
Any public comment?
I'll only mention with a car wash, you need to realize that the chemicals that it's using and how it's being recycled or not and going down the waterways. Therefore, if you're a farmer or trying to, have your whole house garden or whatever, depends on how that water is being treated or not. As well as the pollutants in the air, the
Right.
PM 2.5, the dust particles and all. I think that's a consideration you need to,
Again,
around the housing and all.
Yeah, this is just an idea that they brought. They said, we think we might like to build a car wash there, and that's all this is. They haven't even.
Yeah, it's just a consideration
Yeah.
anytime,
Right,
toxins and
yeah.
all.
Right.
Because you have to be considerate about the poisons that are
Understood.
you're generating in the environment and all of that. Like turf fields. Plastic bag.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Jones,
Yes.
as far as a car wash, that gets recycled, pre-treated, and they give me the.
Yeah, any wastewater due to the process would go.
We
through the-
have no idea what this is. This is a concept. There's a thousand different types of car washes, I'm sure.
In
It
general.
doesn't go into the waterway.
No, it would not go into the storm sewers, it would go into the.
Yeah, and this is just them telling us that they think they might like to build this there. This isn't us going through land development. They have a long way to go before we would even consider this.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other public comment needed? Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion made second. All in favor? Aye. Item 6, same thing. This is down on Tyburn Road. I guess right before you get to the Montessori School, that big piece of land that Snipes used to own. The Bucks County Housing Authority is talking about building attainable housing, they call it. Am I correct so far, right?
Yes.
For the most part. Again, this is just them saying that we think we might like to do this there. This isn't us approving anything more than accepting escrow money on a potential land development. This isn't even a land development project yet. Is there any questions for board members?
No.
No questions.
Mr. Galloway?
No questions.
Any public comment? Go ahead.
When they said attainable housing, did they say single houses, high rise?
No, they talked about single townhouses, I believe. Townhouses type houses, yeah. Maybe even condos, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and the other thing is, how much of that space is wetlands?
Again, we're talking
Okay.
about them just an idea that they might build houses there. This isn't us doing anything, we're not considering approving anything more than taking their money so that moving forward that,
Because there are wetlands there.
I don't know. How do you know?
They can't build on wetland.
Yeah, they can't build, there's wetlands.
Right. Hi, Jennifer Metzger.
That was actually pretty good.
So Tyburn Road, you're saying the land that Snipes used to have. So where is this in comparison to Sill Corner that wants to build all those condos?
No, this is past there. This is down before you get to, you know where the Montessori School is? Will we just be on, I guess you're heading east, west of the Montessori School.
Okay.
Because then next will be Route 13.
So we've already approved Sill Corner to
No,
do
we have not.
something, we just don't know what.
We haven't approved anything.
So the problem is this is saying, okay, you guys can start putting your concept together, but are we limiting the density of what they're gonna do before?
We would
they go through
absolutely,
years
we
of
haven't
planning
even
like
seen,
did on the
we
other?
haven't discussed with them. They had a concept plan
Yeah.
that showed a few houses, and we told them, no, you'd have to be more realistic. And with the number of attainable houses was the big concern. The redevelopment authority, their big thing, or the housing authority, is they want to build the maximum number of attainable housing as they can. There will be some market value housing there as well, if they do this project. But the majority of it is for attainable housing. That is their goal.
No, I think that's huge because we've been talking
Yes,
about the
but
fact
what
that
you and I
there's
consider
luxury-
attainable and what they consider attainable probably aren't nearly the same thing.
Right, and there's been so many luxury homes that have been going up
Right.
here in Leavenworth and Makefield, so.
Right.
So attainable is fantastic, but we were wondering just, given that that area already has water issues, not wetlands, but wet land. We were just curious if there's like a limit as to how many houses we were talking about between Sill Corner being asked to go more low density because
I'm
they're
not,
so
I'm
packed
not, I
in.
don't remember the number,
and
exact
down the
number.
street. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
They would have to come before us many, many times. It wouldn't be a one and done.
I know,
But this
but
is
you're giving
something,
them the
again,
go.
this is something new. I know this was, when I saw this, I questioned, like, what is this?
Mm.
And this is something that Mr. Shepherd's idea brought to us. that-
This is not giving them the go. No, it's not. This
No,
is
it's
them
not.
having to put up an escrow so the plans can be reviewed by the township's professional staff. Any idea that us
it's not.
approving this professional services agreement is somehow giving them a go or a wink and a nod that they're gonna get their plans approved just isn't anywhere close to being accurate. This is a necessary step in the process that's been going on in this township for 25 years, 30 years, 40 years. Mr. Shepherd wants the public to be aware of projects earlier in the process. That's why we're putting these on the agenda. This has been happening since I've been here for the last 25 years, and there have been a lot of projects that put up a professional services agreement that were turned down. So it's not giving anyone a go.
I didn't say a wink or a nod.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No. Any questions? Any more public comment needed? If not, is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Where are we now? Item 7. I lost my agenda.
It's going off.
How did I lose it? Oh, sorry. Item 7. Consideration of approval of side modifying the International Union of Operating Engineers Local 542 agreement. This is a resolution. This is basically spelling out, they have in their contract, they get money for a clothing allowance. This basically spells out what they can use that money for, correct, Mr. Shepherd?
Just a clarifier to the existing benefit.
And this was agreed to by them.
That's correct.
Any public comment needed? No? Any questions from board members? We're aware of it?
No.
Is there a motion to pass resolution 2025-31?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Wait, this is
Not a
not
resolution, just a motion.
a resolution.
Just a motion.
Are you reading the Martins Creek resolution
Oh,
number?
I apologize.
Okay, yep.
motion and
This is just a motion to accept the agreement with the International
Somebody put a fast one on me.
Operating Engineers. This is not the resolution.
Correct.
Got it.
And my microphone's on.
All right. Item number 8, resolution considering, we approved that just now, right? Where am I at here? I'm going to hit the gong and they're going to drag you off the stage if you keep doing this to me. Consideration of approval of resolution for Martins Creek Restoration Project. This is a resolution.
A resolution, and just a quick update, I informed the board, we submitted our grant application. I'm gonna hold my finger down, it keeps going off. They did an initial review of our project, which is wonderful. They've given us feedback on it. Because of some of that feedback and some of their rules for the grant, we needed to revise our amount we could submit for because they have some limitations on contingency and engineering. So this is a project we already approved. The board already approved it, just resubmitting it with a new resolution amount. Same project.
All right. Any questions or comments from board members?
No.
No. Any public comment needed? Is there a motion to approve resolution 2025-31?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye. I think he's on to us.
Us.
That was item 8.
Item 9.
Consideration of approval of proposal for additional field locations and GIS mapping and provided field survey location services associated with GIS sanitary, water, and stormwater utility infrastructure mapping for the remainder of Township Phase 3, Zones 1 through 7 from RVE Engineers. This is just updating our GIS software, and this will be the end of it.
We've had a big system going in place well before I was here, but this finalizes it. I've confirmed with RVE, who's the engineers assisting with the field work on this project, that this project, if approved by the board, this proposal completes the data collection portion of the GIS system. So that's a good thing, and they've confirmed this completes it. So this will be the final proposal for data collection.
Okay, any questions from board members? Ms. Mullen?
Yeah, John, where you were before, did they have GIS mapping?
Yes.
The uses are kind of endless, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, from a standpoint of what you can use it for, and you're using it for more than what you think. Traditionally, it was probably more infrastructure and utility lines. Now you could tie everything to it, every property record, code enforcement, fire inspections, everything can get tied to that GIS system, and all the maintenance we can do in public works. It's pretty impressive. Also, for all the stormwater things that Joe Jones needs to do, having that GIS system is very beneficial. So this is a great thing to have. This is going to be a powerful system.
It is, and it's a big price tag, but the possibilities and uses are endless.
Once you get it set up, I mean, we get it set up. It's a living system. It changes, but we're not adding 50 new storm inlets a year. So to maintain that system, I think will be it'll cost us some money, but it won't be anything like the initial setup.
Right. Thank you.
This is what we used when Waste Management implemented the new trash cans. People were able to use the GIS mapping to find out, the routing and stuff like that.
A lot of uses for it.
Right. It might not have been perfect, but that's what they used. Any public comment?
I still have a comment.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
John, do we have anybody that's in charge of this? Who's in charge from the township overseeing this?
It's Matt Takita.
And is that for the whole program, or is that just through coding or?
In general, overall, because he would be the one that would use it the most, but there also are modules. For instance, there's a module that the police department can utilize. So if it's related to the police, they're going to deal with it more than Matt will. But, so it just depends on what it is. But primarily, Matt will be the gatekeeper to this. And I think he has the most experience and knowledge on it.
And pushing to completion, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
This needs to get done, and then we have some work with Carroll Engineering also to get, the system up and running. This is the data collection, so this is something we definitely need to finalize.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions, Mr. Galloway?
No question.
Any public comment? Yes.
So I just have a general question. Is this integrated into the Bucks County GIS parcel viewer, or is this like a separate program that you're saying that you're just using inside Falls Township?
It's just separate from that.
Okay, so that's not updating the Bucks County system?
No, their system's totally separate than ours.
Okay, so is this something that you're doing for the public or just inside Falls Township?
For both.
So it's accessible on the Falls Township website?
Parts of it will be, yeah. Parts of it are now.
Yeah,
It depends what the data pieces are. Some of it may be confidential, but it depends what the data pieces are. I'm not sure how much is planned to be accessible to the public, but it's something we could certainly discuss. If we could put information out there that the public can access,
sure,
we'd certainly be willing to do that. It's probably easier for them to do that than to call us.
Just as an example, if you go on there for the waste management, for the checking routes, that's our GIS system that shows you what days you get trash picked up and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was only asking because when you mentioned it, when I'm on the Bucks County GIS,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not always seeing as detailed information for Falls Township as Falls Township had for the waste management system. So I wasn't sure if maybe we're updating it, but also communicate it to the larger.
No, ours is ours.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Real quick. Is this any way tied to the traffic and all?
It's not. It's not. This has nothing to do with traffic, maintenance of traffic signals or even
Traffic flow or anything of that sort?
No, not traffic flow, but it would probably be part of traffic signals now, right?
It's possible. I'm not sure if they're included in the infrastructure, to be honest with you. They may be, but I'm not certain about that. But with traffic flow, it's not like that. That's not what it's for.
Well, because one of the things that I'm involved in, that I'm that I see is the AI technology that's tied to a lot of sensors that they're going to place, just like he had mentioned, waste management, sensors on the cans and so forth. And they can map that out in order to see what days they're going to pick up, how much garbage you have, because the cans being uploaded on there, and they have cameras on there, and they can see how much weight is in there and all this other stuff. It's just sensors. So you can have air sensors tied to it, perhaps, which I don't know. I'm just
No,
asking.
there's no sensors on the trash cans. That's not what I meant.
What did you mean?
I meant you can go to the website and you can see the days of your trash pickup and stuff like that.
Not the, I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just saying
yeah,
it's
no, that's
how
not
far
what
it
they're
could
doing.
possibly go. I don't know.
No, this is just mapping for us.
Correct.
It'll show you the routes, the dates, and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I appreciate the feedback.
Sure.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? No more board comment. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
Motion made. Is there a second? Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you pull the board?
Supervisor Palmer,
Yes.
Supervisor Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Dents.
Yes. Whew. Item 10, consideration of approval of a change order from Lero Corporation for the Township Municipal Building Renovation Project. Mr. Shepherd?
Yeah, I'm going to ask Jim Gates to come up. Jim has the next few, then he can give you an update on what these change orders are. They're relatively minor, especially the one for Lero, but he can give you an update on what those are, and we're getting close to, thankfully, finally rounding the final corner here on the building. Jim, if you could give just a brief update on the Lero change order for the board. The amount is not to exceed $2,036.98.
Yes, these are for backplates for the AV touch panels on the wall. The panels, so they're the mud ring, which is the electrical box for the low voltage, is smaller than the AV touch panel, but the AV touch panel is on an angle, so you could see the work behind it. So instead of paying Rycon thousands of dollars to try to patch the wall and replace these, we found backplates, cheap backplates that are integral with these units, and will look intentional and I think better than they do just mounted to the wall as they are.
Thank you. Questions from board members?
None.
No.
Mr. Galloway?
No.
Public comment? No? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you pull the board?
Supervisor Palmer,
Yes.
Supervisor Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Dents.
Yes. Item 11, approval of change order 38 and 39 for Rycon Construction for the Township Municipal Building Renovation Project.
Change order 38 is for $15,165.15. This is for the floor prep for the entire building, to prep the old slabs to receive the new floor, and for the township to get the warranty on the flooring products.
And Jim, to be clear, I think this is something we knew all along this was going to happen, right?
Yes.
We knew this was going to be a change order, and again, I wasn't here for the beginning of the project. From my discussions with Jim, this is probably a lot less than he thought it was going to be.
Substantially, and we were able to bring it down. There were some, after reviewing the spec and what was required of Rycon, we were able to whittle the number down to what it is. And, for a 60,000 square foot building on an old slab that was not in the best shape, I think we're doing okay.
Any questions, Ms. Mullen?
None.
Mr. Palmer?
No.
And this is just floor prep, correct?
Correct.
Mr. Galloway?
No questions.
Oh, that's it. Any public comment? Go ahead.
So I guess my confusion is like, if we knew that this was a price coming in and it's better than we thought, then how is it a change order? Is it that we just didn't have the price, so it's like an estimate written in there?
I guess it would be more like an estimate, yeah, because I guess when you're doing a renovation like this is for grinding and prepping the floor so that you can put a floor down. So I guess we knew we were going to have to do this at some point.
Right, so it's not really a change order. I mean, you knew we had
It's
to
a
do this.
change
It's
to
kind of
the,
obvious.
it is a change to the original contract, so technically is a change order, but you're right on both points. Like, I get what you're saying, yes.
Okay, because, I mean, I wanted to come up and blast you, but there's no reason if you knew.
I did too, but there's no reason, right?
You knew about it, right?
There
So-
there was an allowance in the contract for floor prep.
Okay,
The floor prep, you don't know what the floor is until you rip it up, and
Right.
they exceeded that allowance.
okay. Just when you say, I don't know, we're going,
Yeah.
but it's the floor.
Anybody else? No? Is there a motion to approve this change order then?
Jeff, we also have a part of that is 39, right? It's one.
Oh, we didn't cover that.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, we
one,
can cover
it's
the
one
next
motion.
The second one for $4,830 is for Rycon site contractor to install the traffic loops at the highway. The DPW was going to do it. I think the township decided to have Rycon do it.
Yeah, they had other work at the intersection. They had other work to do the pedestrian button, and their contractor was already in that location. So it's easier for them to do everything rather than Public Works to try to do part of it and have any problems with it. So it was just better to do it that way. So again, this is work that was planned, and this is the amount it's going to cost.
Any questions from board members? Ms. Mullen?
No, that sounds like it was the right call.
Mr. Palmer?
No.
Mr. Galloway?
No questions on that, thanks.
Any public comment? No, same thing. We're just going to have someone else do the work and, correct?
That's it.
All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you pull the board?
Supervisor Palmer?
Yes.
Supervisor Galloway?
Yes.
Supervisor Mullen?
Yes.
And Supervisor Dents?
Yes. Item 12, consideration of approval for change order number 10 for QPI Electric. What is this for?
This is for a total of $7,970. This is 3 items, including 4 additional exit signs, 2 fire alarm pull stations, and replacement of 4 duct smoke detectors.
So what, did the fire marshal add these
Yes.
pull stations?
But they're required by code, so they should have been there originally in the drawings. But, Jim and I did discuss this, and he said things like that do get overlooked.
So when we reviewed, hold on, I can't wrap my head around this. So when our code department or whatever reviewed our own plans, they missed these, and we had to add them.
They're reviewed by third party.
Okay.
I would say more often than not.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just giving him a hard time. All right, I understand.
It
This
never-
is fairly a common thing in construction. When you have something on a drawing and it looks good, then when the fire marshal walks through and it's like, well, wait a minute, I can't see an exit sign over there, or you should have a pull station here is what this is, basically.
And that was based on a walkthrough. Yeah.
So this is Rich DiPolito costing us this money, just so everybody's aware. What's your
Saving
address again,
lives.
Rich? I'm only kidding. Is there any questions from board members, Ms. Mullen?
No.
No.
Mr. Galloway?
No.
Any public comment needed? No. All right. Good night for you, Mr. Gates. Nobody really beat you up.
It's okay, I'm used to it now.
No, and I just want to say too, I mean, must be so proud with how it's looking now.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
breathtaking.
the town should be. It's a beautiful building. It's
It's
going to be amazing
phenomenal.
when you're finally in there.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's very
We actually have a
exciting.
move-in date.
Getting close.
Don't say it out loud.
Yeah. No, seriously, thank you. It looks awesome.
His laugh was priceless. And is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Mr. Shepherd, can you pull the board?
Supervisor Palmer?
Yes.
Supervisor Galloway?
Yes.
Supervisor Mullen?
Yes.
And Supervisor Dents?
Yes. Item 13, record applications. We in Falls Township here have a duty tow list. We don't do our own towing. If you're in an accident or if something happens to your car, we have a duty tow list where local tow companies, as long as they meet the requirements of the property in Falls and the size and stuff like that, we can't limit the number of them. And this is the annual duty tow list, correct, Mr. Clark?
That is correct. We accept applications. They are reviewed by the township manager, by our office, and also by the police department. And if everything is in order, then those companies are added to the duty tow list for the following year. My understanding from talking with Mr. Shepherd, that all of the applications are in order. We're still waiting on a couple of documents from one of the towers, but everything's in order.
they have to get them in by a certain date, which they all did. It's gonna be the same exact thing as last year. It's
Yes.
pretty straightforward.
No action by the board, just if there was an opportunity for, or a need for action, we have it on the agenda, but there's no reason for.
So we don't have to vote on this.
No.
All right, and we're not making any appointments tonight, are we?
No.
That takes us to the minutes from November 24th. Any questions or comments or changes to the minutes?
No.
Excellent minutes as always, Mrs. Poulin. Is there a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Brian, you're really slow on the trigger tonight.
I'm doing my best here.
Thank you.
That takes us to our engineer's report. Mr. Jones?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. During November, we had 2 new earth disturbances submitted, no land developments. Highlights on the ongoing project are identified in red. For the Pennsbury School District, that's the turf fields. They're working on paving when the weather permits. For the Gillespie Phase 3 project, they're under a temporary certificate of occupancy. We're reviewing the as-built, and should that work out okay, the project will be complete. For the Safe Store project on Old Lincoln Highway, excuse me, concrete work and building pads. So they're doing concrete work on that project site at the moment. North Point Area 3, erosion controls and stormwater management, initial phases of that construction. North Point Area 2, amended drainage and utility work is ongoing. For the Laundry Properties project, the Planning Commission approved that, I believe, back in March, and that project will be before the board in January for preliminary and final land development. For the Pennsbury High School, that's the renovation project. The plan was approved by the Planning Commission last month, and we expect that they'll ask for an agenda spot in January for consideration of approval of that project. For the PGE Rentals project, that was approved by the board in November. Just an update of what you did last month, as well as the Sylvie Concrete application. For 654 Lincoln Highway, that is scheduled tentatively to be before the Planning Commission in January as well, as the Lower Bucks Home Builders 8 lots on Fallsington-Tullytown Road. The Duncan project you heard tonight. For the earth disturbances, for waste gas fabricating, that project started, and it's operating with demolition and erosion controls. For the Britton Realty, that's the Posguy site, that's the way you know it. They're working on erosion controls and drainage. For the waste management properties, we had a pre-construction meeting, and that project is underway, it has commenced. For the Star Tours project, we've heard about that tonight from public comment, but they're working on concrete curbs and pads for storage of equipment. The North Point Falls Industrial, that is the FedEx building, and that commenced with earthwork and pads for the fueling tanks. The next one is not applicable. It was inadvertently identified as red. It's a residential project, and it's been approved. For the Warehouse Partners, number 85, that's been approved by our office. The residential project below that has started with erosion controls. For the next North Point Falls Industrial project, that's under review. The next residential application should not have been identified in red, so that's not applicable. LPB Management, that's a sanitary force main on Old Route 13, that's been approved, has not started construction yet. For the waste management properties, that's a utility line down into KTC, that's still under review. And the last residential earth disturbance application has been recently approved by our office. I think we've talked about the township building, but they recently completed the wearing course paving and striping. So we're substantially complete.
All right, any questions for Mr. Jones from board members?
No.
No, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jones. No, any public comment? Go ahead.
I know I'm not supposed to ask with the engineer's report, but thank you, you always let me. Can I ask you, for Pennsbury, they only got preliminary approval from the Planning Commission, so do they have to go back there for final approval?
They don't get final from the Planning Commission.
Okay, because they keep asking for preliminary and final. They were only given preliminary because Hanny specifically said that he wanted Bristol to know, and they thought they wouldn't see it until 2026 because Bristol hasn't been informed yet. So how would we get final here if Bristol Township's not even aware of it?
I have no idea. Mr. Clark, your mic's off.
I'm aware of that. They're looking to come before us for preliminary and final next month.
Right.
Right, that's a concern.
Are we required to notify Bristol Township?
They submitted the package to Bristol Township, and I believe that the Bristol Township engineer has issued a review letter.
That's correct.
Okay, so I don't know if anyone's aware, but they literally are moving the water meter from Falls Township to the only 2 acres that Bristol Township owns of that 131 acre property. Literally, it's 131 acres with all but 2 acres in Falls Township. So if they move the water meter to Bristol Township, then how does that work? Because we no longer have representation, but we're paying tax.
That's untrue. The water authority is Falls Township, the TOFA. So
We were told it's being moved to Bristol Township.
it's the same authority. It's
Yeah, that's
Bristol Township has the same authority as TOFA.
no, it's still Township of Falls Authority. It's meter.
Does that whole property.
It's in Bristol, doesn't matter.
That's not what DeGroot said at the Planning Commission meeting. He's the civil engineer.
I don't even.
No. And then, are you aware that they want to build the school over top of your sanitary line that's literally running through, that needs to be moved?
That's TOFA again. The
TOFA again.
Township of Falls Authority.
But they leveraged TOFA, and TOFA said, oh, we won't worry about it until the new high school's built. But this is a 3-foot wide line that.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of that yet. That'll be next month.
That's a storm sewer, I believe, that you're speaking of, and that storm sewer would be relocated out from under the building.
Okay, it's not in the plans, though.
Well, we go through a process of reviewing, and then we do a very thorough technical review. And so if for some reason, and we make general comments that address a lot of these things, and they'll call and ask us for clarifications, and we'll mention where we need those changes, but the building will not be built over a storm sewer.
And then for the Phase 3 Pennsbury, you said pavement. Is that Phase 3 of the stadium project?
No, I said the Pennsbury School District was working on paving, that's the turf fields, and then it was Gillespie Phase 3 that is complete. It's below that.
Okay. And then you mentioned that there were 2 more disturbance permits submitted for November. Are they commercial or residential?
One each.
So is that a commercial project that we've heard about?
It's
or
a
need?
utility line that, it's small, there's no land development components to it, so we get them and we do a technical review to make sure they meet our ordinance requirements. It's for a utility line.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Go ahead.
The 654 Lincoln Highway, is that where the garage was? They're going to put the apartment buildings?
The apartment buildings, the 2 apartment buildings.
Okay, so they're actually going to be putting it up then?
They're coming to the planning commission.
Okay. And second off, Lincoln Highway where they tore it up and it's down to 1 lane going southbound? What's happening with that?
You know, I drove past and I asked my inspector to look into it, and I have not yet heard back, but we'll find out what the construction is. It's not a township-related issue, it's a DOT-related issue.
Okay.
All right, thank you. This is the bill list. We have a bill list in the amount of $1,913,954.86. Any questions or comments from board members?
No.
No.
Any public comment needed on the bill list? Is there a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Shepherd, can you pull the board?
Supervisor Palmer,
Yes.
Supervisor Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Dents.
Yes. That takes us to the Jones Engineering bill list in the amount of $351,305.75. Any questions or comments?
No.
No.
Any public comment needed? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd?
Supervisor Palmer,
Yes.
Supervisor Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Dents.
Abstain. This is the board comment. Ms. Mullen?
Yeah, I'm actually just curious, Troop 102, Noah and company, are you guys just hanging out to like, because you're curious, and do you guys all live in Falls Township? No? Okay, all right. Is there anything else you want to talk about that your troop is doing?
We're going to get a picture with them at the end of the meeting. Ah,
Oh, a citizenship badge?
yeah.
Well done. Thank you for coming. That's all. One more thing, and I don't know if you were already planning on this, Mr. Shepherd, but if we could just reiterate what happened with the, why we're not talking about budget tonight and where people can find
yeah.
us to do that?
Yeah, we're actually back about a week on our budget adoption. We are, the way it was advertised and the dates just didn't work out right. So we actually, there's a 20-day public review period that we have to meet to make sure the budget's adopted properly. And we couldn't meet it because of our deadlines. So our meeting is actually Monday of next week. I believe we're at 5:30. We're at the other building. We're at our temporary building, not here in Middletown. So anybody's welcome to come to that meeting. It's 5:30 at our building, our temporary building. And that's the only agenda item we have. So the board will certainly entertain public comment and then ultimately hope they will vote on adopting the budget. So that's next Monday, the 22nd, I believe is the date.
Thank you. If there's nothing else, you had a comment on that? Go ahead, yeah, sure, real quick. It's because we're required by law to advertise in a newspaper, which is ridiculous, but that's what this is all about.
I think that you do that so that way we have transparency in the township. I think it's fantastic. But my stupid question is this. If you're doing a reorg meeting on January 5th and we're inviting our new board member, why wouldn't we wait to do the budget with everybody on the board that's going to make the decision for the next?
We have to do it before the end of the year.
Yeah, it's
By
required to
law,
be.
it has to be passed by December 31st.
Okay, just curious.
Also, anyone here tonight, Mrs. Catalinas has candy for her fundraiser. I know Ms. Metzger, I wouldn't want you to go home and have your father see the video and know that you had a chance to get this wonderful
I bought so much
Gertrude
last
Hawk
time.
chocolates.
She's
Because
got
to
it.
get the Gertrude Hawk chocolates, you have to go upstairs in Boscov's. It's the only place you're going to find it. So I wouldn't want your father to see the video, but she has candy if anyone's interested. With that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.